Achieving Your True Potential, written and published by Sonic Tome. You've always known it. Buried deep within you, there's something extraordinary waiting to break free. A fire, a drive, an untapped force that whispers in the quietest moments, calling you to rise. It isn't a dream you chase from the outside. It's a truth you uncover from within. The path to your true potential isn't some distant, unreachable place. It's embedded in your very essence, waiting for you to recognize it, own it, and step fully into it. Every step you take is a choice, not just of where you go, but of who you become along the way. Each action, each thought, each decision carries the weight of possibility. The question isn't whether you have the ability to achieve greatness. It's whether you're ready to see and claim it. This journey isn't about external approval or the approval of the world around you. It's about breaking free from limitations that never really existed and stepping into a power that has always been yours to wield. Imagine for a moment what it would feel like to live without hesitation, without the weight of self-doubt or fear of failure. Imagine taking each step forward with absolute certainty that you are headed toward the most remarkable version of yourself. What if the only thing standing between you and that life is a shift in how you see yourself and the world? This isn't about motivation that fades after a few days or inspirational quotes that leave you feeling good for a moment. This is about an inner transformation that takes root and grows, expanding you in ways that redefine what you thought was possible. The path ahead is yours to walk, and it's not about becoming someone you aren't. It's about fully stepping into the person you've always been, waiting in the wings, ready to emerge. The true potential you seek isn't hidden in distant lands, nor in the opinions of others. It's within you, in every breath, every heartbeat, every choice you make. The only thing left to do is to see it, claim it, and allow it to unfold, one empowered step at a time. The journey to becoming who you were, always meant to be, starts now. Chapter 1. The Seed of Greatness. Deep within every individual lies an untapped potential, a spark that often goes unnoticed amidst the noise of daily life. This is not merely a talent or skill, but a profound capability to influence, create, and transcend boundaries. The seed of greatness is not something you acquire. It is something you uncover, waiting patiently for the right conditions to flourish. Imagine a seed buried in the soil. It does not complain about the darkness, nor does it seek immediate recognition. Instead, it absorbs nourishment quietly, using the darkness as a cocoon for growth. Similarly, within each person lies a reservoir of energy and purpose, concealed beneath layers of self-doubt, fear, and external expectations. To awaken this seed, one must first acknowledge its existence. The first step is not to chase after greatness, but to believe in the possibility of its presence within you. This belief is not born of arrogance or entitlement, but of a quiet confidence that whispers, "You are capable." It begins with paying attention to those fleeting moments when you feel alive and connected, when time seems to vanish, and you are fully immersed in what you are doing. These moments are not accidents. They are signs pointing toward your inherent potential. To nurture this seed, you must create an environment where it can grow. The soil represents your mindset, rich or barren depending on how you view yourself and the world around you. A growth-oriented mindset does not see failure as an endpoint, but as a necessary ingredient for learning. Challenges, like sunlight breaking through a canopy, provide the necessary energy for transformation. Each struggle you endure contributes to the strength and resilience of the roots, anchoring your greatness. Water symbolizes the actions you take. Small, consistent efforts, no matter how insignificant they may seem, accumulate over time. Consider how a river carves through rock, not with force, but with persistence. This is how your potential begins to take form, not in grand gestures, but in the simple discipline of showing up every day, tending to your vision. The seed of greatness also requires patience. Growth is rarely visible at first. Much of the progress happens beneath the surface, in silence. Trusting this unseen process is crucial. It is not the speed of growth that matters, but its authenticity. Rushing the process often leads to shallow roots, easily shaken by the first storm. Allow time to refine your talents, shape your character, and align your efforts with your values. As this seed begins to sprout, it will demand clarity. You must weed out distractions and external pressures that threaten its growth. Focus is the sunlight that allows your potential to rise above the ground. This does not mean isolating yourself, but choosing wisely what deserves your time and energy. The seed of greatness is a personal journey, unique to each individual. It thrives on the courage to explore uncharted territories, to embrace uncertainty, and to take risks. This is where most people falter, mistaking the unknown for danger rather than opportunity. But it is in the unknown where the spark transforms into a flame, illuminating paths you never imagined. As this flame grows, you will find that the seed of greatness is not a finite resource. It does not deplete with use but expands, touching everything around it. Your growth inspires others to uncover their own potential, creating a ripple effect far beyond your initial vision. This is the power of the seed within you, a quiet force capable of extraordinary impact. It does not seek permission to grow. It simply requires your willingness to nurture it, to trust in its potential, and to honor the process of becoming. Chapter 2. Echoes of Belief. Your beliefs are the unseen architects of your reality. They operate in the background, quietly shaping your actions, choices, and even your sense of identity. Like the ripples caused by a single drop of water in a still pond, the echoes of what you believe about yourself expand outward, touching every aspect of your life. These whispers of self-perception, often formed in moments of vulnerability or triumph, have the power to build empires or erect walls of limitation. It starts with the conversations you have with yourself, the internal dialogues that unfold without conscious effort. These inner narratives determine the lens through which you view challenges, opportunities, and your place in the world. If your self-talk is dominated by doubt and hesitation, even the brightest of paths can appear dim and uninviting. Conversely, when these whispers affirm your strength and capability, the impossible begins to feel attainable. Self-perception is not static. It evolves through the experiences you allow to shape it. When you face failure, it is not the event itself but your interpretation of it that determines its influence on your beliefs. A setback can either solidify the notion that you are incapable or serve as evidence that you are daring enough to try. This choice is yours, though it often feels as though it is made for you by the patterns ingrained over time. The most profound aspect of these echoes is their subtlety. They do not shout their presence. They linger quietly in the decisions you make and the opportunities you either pursue or avoid. For example, a belief that you are not creative might prevent you from taking risks in artistic endeavors, not because you lack ability but because you have unconsciously accepted this whisper as truth. To reshape these echoes, it is essential to observe them without judgment. Pay attention to the moments when doubt surfaces and ask yourself where it stems from. Often these whispers originate not from reality, but from outdated narratives imposed by others or absorbed during formative years. They might be the voice of a teacher who dismissed your efforts, a peer who belittled your dreams, or even the culture that taught you to value safety over exploration. The key to transforming these whispers lies in replacing them with voices that empower you. This is not about blind optimism or forcing yourself into false positivity, but about gradually introducing new truths. Start by acknowledging small victories, moments when your actions contradicted the limitations you once accepted. Let these moments become louder in your mind, reinforcing a new narrative that aligns with your aspirations. Belief is a cycle. What you think influences how you act, and how you act reinforces what you think. Breaking into this cycle requires courage, the courage to challenge what feels like an immovable truth. It demands that you risk being wrong about yourself, that you entertain the possibility that you are more capable, intelligent, and resourceful than your echoes suggest. As you begin to shift your self-perception, you will notice changes not just within yourself, but in how the world responds to you. The opportunities you once ignored will begin to appear more accessible, People will perceive the confidence you carry and respond in kind, reinforcing the very beliefs you are cultivating. These echoes are not permanent. They can be rewritten, not in an instant but through consistent effort. Each time you act in defiance of a limiting belief, you send a new ripple into the pond. Over time, these new ripples will overtake the old, reshaping the entire landscape of your life. And with each shift, you move closer to becoming the version of yourself that you have always been capable of being. Chapter 3. Bridges to Boundless Horizons. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast canyon. On the other side lies the life you aspire to live, the goals you dream of achieving, and the person you are meant to become. Between you and that future, however, lies a void, a seemingly insurmountable gap created by fear, doubt, and circumstances. Building a bridge to cross this expanse is not just about action, it is about transformation. It requires not only stepping forward, but constructing something that connects who you are today with who you wish to be. The first plank of this bridge is vision. Without a clear picture of what lies ahead, you risk wandering aimlessly, wasting energy on paths that lead nowhere. This vision does not have to be perfect or complete. It simply needs to be compelling enough to pull you forward. It is not about knowing every detail, but about feeling the pull of something greater than yourself. Think of it as a beacon guiding you, providing light even when the path is unclear. Next comes the courage to lay the foundation. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act despite it. Fear often masquerades as practicality or self-preservation, convincing you to stay on safe ground. But the truth is, staying in the same place carries its own risks of stagnation, regret, and unrealized potential. Courage begins with a single step, no matter how small. It could be as simple as admitting to yourself what you truly want, or as profound as taking the first tangible step toward it. The bridge is strengthened by perseverance. As you begin to cross, there will be times when the structure feels shaky, as though it might collapse under the weight of doubt and external pressure. This is where persistence becomes your greatest ally. Progress is rarely linear. It is often a series of steps forward, pauses, and occasional setbacks. Each time you push forward, no matter how slowly, you reinforce the bridge beneath your feet. Adaptability forms the supports that hold the bridge steady. Life is unpredictable, and the plans you make may not unfold as you expect. Instead of rigidly clinging to one path, you must learn to adjust your course without losing sight of your destination. Flexibility does not mean giving up on your goals. It means finding new ways to achieve them when the old ways no longer serve. Think of it as strengthening the bridge with materials you find along the way, turning obstacles into opportunities. Faith in the unseen spans the widest gaps. There will be moments when you cannot see the other side clearly, when doubts threaten to pull you back. In these moments, faith becomes the invisible force that propels you forward. This is not blind faith in external factors, but an unshakable belief in your ability to create, adapt, and overcome. Faith is what allows you to trust the process even when the outcome is uncertain. Every bridge needs support from others. While the journey is deeply personal, you do not have to walk it alone. Seek out mentors, allies, and communities who share your vision or have walked similar paths. These connections provide insight, encouragement, and sometimes a steady hand when yours falters. Recognize, too, that not everyone will understand your journey, and that is okay. What matters is surrounding yourself with those who uplift rather than hinder you. As you construct this bridge, you will realize that the gap was never as daunting as it seemed. The limitations that once loomed large begin to shrink as you take each step forward. The act of crossing transforms you, making the barriers you once feared insignificant. The other side is not just a destination, but a new vantage point, a place where new horizons come into view, waiting for you to build the next bridge. Chapter 4. The Rhythm of Resilience. Life unfolds in waves, a symphony of highs and lows, crescendos of triumph and whispers of struggle. To thrive amidst this ever-changing rhythm, you must embrace the harmony that exists between challenges and growth. Resilience is not a shield that keeps difficulties at bay, nor is it an impenetrable fortress. It is the rhythm you find when you allow life's challenges to move through you, without letting them define you. Picture a tree swaying in the wind. Its branches bend and twist under the force of a storm, yet its roots hold firm, deeply embedded in the earth. This is the essence of resilience, not resistance but flexibility. When challenges arise, they may shake you, push you, even bend you at times, but they cannot uproot you if your foundation is strong. That foundation comes from understanding that adversity is not an interruption of life's flow, but an integral part of it. The rhythm of resilience begins with acceptance. Challenges are inevitable, but resisting them only creates friction, making the experience harder to bear. Acceptance does not mean surrendering to defeat. It means acknowledging the reality of the moment and choosing how you will respond. It is in this choice that growth begins. When you stop fighting the existence of difficulty, you free yourself to focus on navigating it. In the interplay between challenge and growth, perspective acts as your guide. Challenges often seem insurmountable because they are viewed up close, their shadows looming large over your thoughts. But when you step back, widening your lens, you see the broader picture. What once felt overwhelming becomes a single note in the larger symphony of your life. Perspective allows you to reframe challenges as opportunities for growth, as stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. Rhythm requires movement, and resilience thrives on action. The moments when you feel least capable are often the moments when action matters most. Taking even the smallest step forward creates momentum, breaking the paralysis that fear and doubt impose. This movement does not need to be grand. It can be as simple as reaching out for help, revisiting a goal, or finding solace in a familiar routine. Each step strengthens your ability to face what comes next. Challenges often bring discomfort, but growth requires stepping into that discomfort rather than retreating from it. Just as muscles strengthen through resistance, your inner strength develops when you face what feels difficult or uncertain. Discomfort is not the enemy. It is a sign that you are stretching beyond the confines of what is easy or familiar. The rhythm of resilience lies in leaning into this tension, trusting that growth awaits on the other side. Connection plays a vital role in resilience. Just as a melody gains depth and beauty when different instruments come together, so too does your strength grow when you allow others to support you. Resilience does not mean facing challenges alone. It means knowing when to draw on the wisdom, encouragement, and love of those around you. The rhythm becomes richer when shared, the burden lighter when carried together. Resilience is not static. It evolves with every challenge you encounter. Each time you rise after falling, adapt to a new reality, or find beauty amidst difficulty, you refine your rhythm. The process is not linear but cyclical, like the turning of seasons or the ebb and flow of tides. Every challenge faced and every victory won adds depth to your understanding of your own strength. When you attune yourself to the rhythm of resilience, challenges no longer feel like interruptions. They become part of the dance. Growth becomes a natural response to adversity, a harmonious interplay that propels you forward. You learn to trust the process, to find balance in the movement, and to embrace the symphony of life with open arms. Chapter 5. The Art of Inner Alignment. Imagine a river flowing effortlessly, its currents smooth and purposeful. It moves in harmony, without resistance or hesitation, carving paths through even the most unyielding terrain. This flow mirrors what happens when your thoughts, feelings, and actions align. You become like that river, unstoppable, fluid, and capable of navigating challenges with grace. Inner alignment is not a state you stumble upon. It is an art you consciously cultivate, a synchronization of your inner world that creates an unbreakable momentum. Thoughts are the architects of your reality, sketching the blueprint of your life before the first brick is laid. When your mind is cluttered with doubt or conflicting desires, the energy needed to take meaningful action dissipates. Clarity begins with honesty, asking yourself not just what you want, but why you want it. This why acts as the compass that ensures your thoughts do not wander aimlessly, but remain fixed on a purpose that truly resonates with you. Feelings are the fuel that powers your journey. They give life to your thoughts, transforming abstract ideas into vivid experiences. But feelings are not meant to rule over you. They are meant to guide and amplify. When misaligned, they can create turbulence, pulling you in different directions. The art lies in understanding them, listening to their messages without letting them take control. Emotions like fear or frustration are not obstacles. They are signals, indications of where adjustments might be needed to bring you back into harmony. Actions are where alignment takes form. No matter how clear your thoughts or strong your feelings, without action, they remain dormant, unrealized potential. Action is not just about doing for the sake of doing. It is about intentional movement. Every step, no matter how small, should reflect the values you hold and the vision you carry. The art of aligned action means choosing not only the right direction, but the right pace, balancing urgency with patience. When these three forces, thoughts, feelings, and actions, are in sync, they amplify each other. Your thoughts become more focused, your feelings more empowering, and your actions more impactful. Misalignment, on the other hand, creates friction. Imagine trying to sail a boat where the wind, the current, and the rudder all work against one another. The effort you exert does not propel you forward. It exhausts you. Alignment removes this struggle, allowing your energy to flow freely toward your goals. True alignment requires presence. Too often people live divided between regrets of the past and anxieties about the future. This division splits their energy, leaving them scattered and unable to act with purpose. The art of alignment is about grounding yourself in the present moment, where clarity and opportunity coexist. In the present, your thoughts focus on what is possible now, your feelings respond authentically to the moment, and your actions become deliberate and meaningful. Challenges to alignment are inevitable. Life introduces distractions, doubts, and competing priorities. The key is not to avoid these disruptions, but to recognize them as temporary and adjust accordingly. Think of alignment as a dance rather than a rigid framework, dynamic, responsive, and adaptable. When you fall out of sync, the practice lies in returning to your center, recalibrating, and moving forward again. Alignment also deepens when guided by a sense of integrity. This means staying true to what you value most, even when external pressures tempt you to deviate. Integrity anchors you, ensuring that your actions remain a genuine reflection of your inner self. It is the silent force that keeps the currents of thought, feeling, and action flowing in the same direction. Mastering the art of inner alignment transforms the way you approach life. It removes unnecessary resistance, allowing you to achieve not through force but through flow. The energy you once wasted on internal conflict is now directed fully towards your aspirations. You become not only the creator of your path, but also the conductor of your inner symphony, moving through life with intention, ease, and boundless momentum. Chapter 6. Windows of Opportunity. Life is a series of moments, each carrying the potential to change the trajectory of your journey. These are the windows of opportunity, fleeting openings that, when recognized and acted upon, can reshape your future in ways you might never have imagined. But these moments are rarely accompanied by flashing lights or clear signs. Often they come quietly, disguised as choices, challenges, or even disruptions. The first step to recognizing these windows is awareness. Too often, life is lived on autopilot, with routines dictating the rhythm of each day. In this state, opportunities may pass unnoticed, like whispers drowned out by the noise of a busy mind. Cultivating awareness means staying present, alert to the subtleties of your environment and the nuances of your experiences. It is in the quiet observation of the world around you that windows begin to reveal themselves. Opportunities rarely arrive in the form of perfection. They may appear as messy, incomplete, or wrapped in the guise of difficulty. A new project at work might initially seem overwhelming, but it could be the platform that propels you to a higher level of skill and recognition. A chance meeting with a stranger might feel inconsequential, but it could lead to an invaluable partnership. The art of recognizing opportunity lies in seeing beyond the surface, trusting in the potential that lies hidden within imperfection. Timing is an essential element of opportunity. A window does not remain open indefinitely. The hesitation to act can be the difference between seizing a transformative moment and watching it slip away. This does not mean rushing blindly into every decision, but rather cultivating the discernment to know when a moment calls for immediate action. Trusting your intuition can guide you here, as it often senses what the mind cannot fully articulate. To fully grasp the power of a window of opportunity, you must be willing to take risks. Every opportunity demands something from you: effort, courage, or perhaps a step into the unknown. It is natural to feel hesitation when faced with uncertainty, but every great leap forward begins with a willingness to embrace the possibility of failure. It is through risk that growth becomes possible, and through growth that new windows appear. Opportunities are not confined to the external world. They exist within you as well. Every idea, every spark of inspiration, every moment of reflection is a window waiting to be opened. Listening to your inner voice, trusting your instincts, and giving life to your creative impulses can lead to doors you never knew existed. Sometimes, the greatest opportunities come not from external circumstances, but from the courage to act on what stirs within. The presence of others in your life often plays a pivotal role in opening windows of opportunity. A mentor's guidance, a friend's encouragement, or even constructive criticism can shine a light on paths you might not have noticed on your own. Building meaningful relationships is not only fulfilling but also a key to expanding your vision. Through collaboration, shared experiences, and mutual support, opportunities multiply, creating a network of possibilities that extends far beyond what you could achieve alone. Windows of opportunity also test your ability to adapt. Life rarely unfolds according to plan, and opportunities often require you to pivot, to let go of one vision in favor of another. This adaptability is not a sign of weakness but of strength, a recognition that growth often demands change. Being flexible enough to shift your focus or approach when a window opens can lead to breakthroughs that rigid adherence to a single path would never allow. Every window of opportunity carries within it a sense of responsibility. Recognizing and seizing a moment is only the beginning. What you do with that opportunity, how you nurture it and turn it into something meaningful, determines its true value. This responsibility is not a burden but a gift, an invitation to co-create with life itself. By stepping through the window and committing fully to what lies beyond, you honor not only the opportunity, but also your own potential. Each of these moments, these windows, is a reminder that life is not a static journey, but a dynamic dance of possibility. To live fully is to stay open, to keep your gaze not just on the horizon, but on the intricate details of the present moment, for it is within those details that the windows of opportunity reside, waiting for the courageous and the attentive to step through. Chapter 7. The Energy Within. There is a power within every individual, a reservoir of energy that drives the will to act, create, and achieve. It is not simply physical stamina or mental focus, it is a deeper force, one that aligns your essence with your aspirations. To access this energy is to awaken a source of progress that transcends limits, propelling you toward goals that once seemed unattainable. This inner energy begins with clarity of purpose. Without a clear direction, even the strongest force can scatter, diffusing into countless distractions. Purpose acts as a compass, focusing your energy on what truly matters. It is not about doing more, but about directing your efforts with intention, ensuring that every action, no matter how small, contributes to the larger picture. Passion ignites this energy. When you are deeply connected to what you are pursuing, it feels less like effort and more like flow. There is an undeniable vibrancy that accompanies work you believe in, a rhythm that turns obstacles into stepping stones. Passion transforms mundane tasks into meaningful steps, sustaining you even when the path is steep. It is a fire that burns brighter with every act of dedication. Equally vital is the balance between exertion and renewal. Energy is not infinite. It must be replenished to remain effective. Just as the tides ebb and flow, so too must you honor the cycles of work and rest. Moments of stillness are not indulgences, they are necessities. They allow your energy to regenerate, your mind to find clarity, and your spirit to reconnect with its source. The environment you create also influences your energy. Surroundings filled with negativity, chaos, or clutter drain the spirit, while spaces of harmony and inspiration amplify your inner force. This extends beyond the physical. The people you interact with, the media you consume, and the thoughts you entertain all play a role. Choosing to cultivate environments that uplift and energize you is a deliberate act of self-care. Mindset shapes how energy is used. A positive, resilient outlook channels your energy effectively, allowing you to face challenges with creativity and determination. On the other hand, doubt and fear act as barriers, siphoning away the power you hold. Trusting in your abilities and maintaining belief in your path ensures that your energy flows freely, undeterred by temporary setbacks. Discipline acts as the framework within which your energy operates. Passion and inspiration may light the way, but discipline ensures you stay on the path. It is the quiet force that keeps you moving forward when motivation wanes, turning your energy into consistent action. It transforms potential into progress, ensuring that the force within is not squandered but purposefully directed. The energy within also thrives on alignment. When your thoughts, actions, and values are in harmony, you eliminate internal conflict. This alignment creates a sense of ease, allowing your energy to flow without resistance. It is in this state of coherence that your power becomes most potent, enabling you to tackle challenges and seize opportunities with clarity and confidence. Growth amplifies this energy. Each time you step out of your comfort zone, you tap into reserves you didn't know existed. The act of pushing boundaries and embracing new experiences expands your capacity, allowing you to harness greater levels of inner force. Growth is not just a result of energy, it is also a generator of it, creating a cycle of continuous momentum. Ultimately, the energy within is not static. It is dynamic and ever-evolving. It responds to how you treat it, what you focus on, and the choices you make. By respecting its nature, nurturing its source, and directing it with purpose, you unlock a potential that can fuel not just achievement, but a deeply fulfilling journey. It is not about creating energy, but about unleashing the boundless force that has been within you all along. Chapter 8. Whispers of Progress. Progress doesn't announce itself with grand gestures. It begins in the quiet, almost imperceptible moments where effort meets intention. It's in the small, consistent victories that the foundation for monumental success is laid. Each step forward may seem insignificant in isolation, but together, they create a ripple effect, gradually transforming your journey into something extraordinary. Consider the power of focus. When you channel your energy into a singular task with undivided attention, even the smallest accomplishments can carry immense weight. Completing a single step in a larger process, no matter how minor it appears, sends a message to your mind. You are moving forward. This builds momentum, turning each small victory into fuel for the next. Discipline plays a vital role here. There is an elegance to doing what needs to be done, especially when it's not easy or glamorous. Each time you follow through on a commitment to yourself, no matter how trivial it might seem, you strengthen your resolve. It's not just the act itself, but the trust you build within, a trust that says, "I keep my promises." This quiet confidence grows over time, enabling you to take on larger challenges with assurance. Acknowledging these small wins is essential. It's not about self-congratulation, but recognition of effort. When you take a moment to appreciate your progress, you deepen your sense of purpose. This acknowledgement reinforces your belief that you are on the right path. It doesn't mean dwelling on past achievements, but letting them remind you of your capability. Small victories also bring clarity. As you navigate through tasks, challenges, and unexpected twists, each completed action helps refine your understanding of the larger picture. Sometimes it's only through the accumulation of these small steps that the grander vision begins to take shape. It's like piecing together a puzzle. The more pieces you place, the clearer the image becomes. There's also an adaptability that emerges from these whispers of progress. When your focus is on steady, manageable steps, you're more equipped to handle changes and setbacks. A monumental goal can feel overwhelming if you're trying to leap to the finish line, but when you focus on the immediate next step, obstacles become less intimidating. You learn to pivot with ease, adjusting your approach while maintaining forward motion. Importantly, these small victories serve as reminders of your potential. Each success, no matter how modest, carries a quiet affirmation: you are capable. Over time, this belief becomes unshakable. It strengthens your resilience and expands your willingness to take risks. You begin to see challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities to add to your collection of victories. Consistency amplifies these efforts. The impact of a single action may be minimal, but the cumulative effect of repeated effort is transformative. It's the daily commitment, the persistence in the face of distractions, that turns minor successes into a powerful wave of progress. This is where patience becomes your ally, allowing you to trust in the process even when immediate results are not visible. Small victories also inspire those around you. Progress has a way of creating a ripple effect, touching others in ways you may not even realize. Your perseverance, your ability to find value in the smallest steps, sets an example that encourages others to seek out their own whispers of progress. In this way, your journey becomes a source of motivation beyond yourself. Ultimately, it's the accumulation of these quiet triumphs that leads to monumental success. Each step builds on the last, creating a path that's both deliberate and dynamic. The whispers of progress may be soft, but they carry the power to echo through every corner of your life, turning small beginnings into extraordinary outcomes. Chapter 9. Mastering the Infinite Game. Life is not a sprint. It's an expansive journey that stretches far beyond the confines of any single goal or achievement. When we shift our perspective from short-term wins to long-term transformation, we unlock the true power of an infinite game. In this realm, the only measure of success is growth itself, an ongoing process that invites us to continually evolve, adapt, and refine who we are. In an infinite game, the objective isn't to finish first, but to stay in the game, to play with purpose and resilience over the long haul. Most people are conditioned to chase after finite victories, a promotion, a recognition, a moment of accomplishment. These are important, yes, but when we tie our sense of worth and success to them, we risk overlooking the deeper, more rewarding aspects of our journey. The finite wins are merely milestones on a much broader path. The real challenge comes in choosing to embrace the infinite game with a mindset that is not fixated on results, but on continuous improvement. It's the realization that each day offers new opportunities to grow, learn, and contribute, even when the end of the road is not immediately visible. There's a certain freedom in understanding that our worth isn't dependent on a single event or achievement, but on how we respond to life's ongoing challenges. In this game, the rules are self-made. There is no scoreboard to measure your every move. Instead, the measure of success is the depth of your engagement with life. It's the willingness to show up each day, despite setbacks, despite failures, despite the unpredictable nature of existence. You must become comfortable with the idea that the journey itself is the reward. In embracing this, you stop measuring yourself against external standards and instead focus inward on your own growth. The infinite game requires flexibility. It demands that we remain open to new ways of thinking, to challenges that force us to rethink what we know, and to opportunities that allow us to evolve beyond our previous limitations. This is where true transformation lies. When we let go of rigid expectations and embrace the ever-changing nature of our existence. Progress doesn't always follow a straight line. It takes us down winding paths, unexpected detours, and sometimes even backward before we can move forward again. And that's okay. It's all part of the infinite game. The infinite game also teaches us the value of contribution. The focus is not solely on individual victory, but on the impact we have on others. When you shift your attention from, "What's in it for me?" to, "How can I make a difference?" you begin to play a different kind of game altogether. The richness of this mindset lies in the relationships we build, the communities we contribute to, and the way we elevate the lives of those around us. It's a long-term, self-sustaining approach that fosters growth for all involved. Another key aspect of mastering the infinite game is learning to embrace uncertainty. Unlike finite games, where rules are clear and the outcomes are set, the infinite game is full of unknowns. But this uncertainty is not a barrier. It's a call to be adaptable, to be resourceful, and to find opportunities where others see none. It's an invitation to explore, to innovate, and to find solutions that propel us forward, even in times of doubt or adversity. Within the infinite game, there is no true finish line, but there is always a new level of mastery to achieve. Every step we take deepens our understanding of ourselves, the world around us, and the endless potential we hold within. It's a game that continually challenges us, but in the most beautiful way, because it encourages us to remain curious, open, and engaged for as long as we choose to play. This mindset frees us from the fear of failure. In the infinite game, setbacks are not defeats, but opportunities to recalibrate. Failure becomes not something to avoid, but a necessary part of the growth process. It's in those moments of difficulty that we find the greatest lessons, the most profound insights. The game doesn't end with a loss, and that is where the magic happens. We learn, adapt, and keep going, knowing that success is not a fixed point, but an ongoing process of growth. When we embrace the infinite game, we stop looking for shortcuts or quick fixes. We invest in the long haul, understanding that lasting fulfillment isn't a destination. It's a journey, one that unfolds as we continue to explore, evolve, and strive to be the best version of ourselves. We shift from living reactively to living intentionally, with each action reinforcing our commitment to lifelong transformation and the deeper purpose that calls us forward. Chapter 10. Becoming the Vision. Your life is the canvas and your vision is the brushstroke that shapes its masterpiece. But the act of visioning is not a passive exercise. It is the very force that propels you into becoming everything you aspire to be. The vision you hold within your heart is not a far-off dream or distant goal. It is a living, breathing essence that, when nurtured and fully embraced, becomes the lens through which you see the world and move through it. To truly embody your vision is to live with intention, to align your every action with the higher purpose that burns quietly but persistently within. Most people spend their lives chasing fleeting moments, not realizing that the key to true fulfillment lies in realizing that everything they seek is already within them. Vision isn't just about seeing the future. It's about recognizing the potential you already possess in the present moment. When you begin to live as the embodiment of your vision, you no longer see obstacles as roadblocks, but as invitations to grow, as stepping stones that will take you closer to who you are meant to be. Living as your vision requires a commitment to a higher standard, one that exists beyond the limits of the ordinary. It is the choice to rise above the mundane, to transcend the daily distractions that cloud your true purpose. It is about choosing to be unwavering, even when the world around you doesn't understand the path you've chosen. In a world filled with noise, living as the embodiment of your vision means being unapologetically aligned with the deeper, quiet call that only you can hear. What does it mean to become the vision? It means living with a deep understanding that the choices you make today create the foundation for the future you want to live. It is an awareness that the small, seemingly insignificant decisions are not just moments in time. They are the building blocks of your future reality. When you embody your vision, you become fully present in each moment, knowing that every action, every thought, and every word is a reflection of the bigger picture. This alignment requires self-discipline. It means being willing to make choices that serve your highest purpose, even when those choices are difficult or unpopular. It's about developing the resilience to keep moving forward, even when progress feels slow or unseen. And it's about trusting in the process, knowing that every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to the realization of your potential. To become the vision is also to live authentically. It's the practice of expressing your true self without fear of judgment or approval. The closer you come to aligning with your inner vision, the more you'll begin to shed the layers of expectation, comparison, and self-doubt that have been placed upon you. The more you step into your true self, the less you feel the need to seek validation from the outside world. Instead, you become your own validation, knowing that living in alignment with your vision is the ultimate form of success. At its core, becoming the vision is about embodiment. It's not simply thinking or speaking about what you want, but living as if you are already there. It's about choosing to be the person who already possesses the qualities, the mindset, and the strength to achieve your dreams. This doesn't mean that challenges won't arise, or that everything will fall into place immediately. What it does mean is that your vision provides the clarity and guidance to navigate through those challenges with conviction. When you live as the embodiment of your vision, you radiate a magnetic energy. People begin to notice your consistency, your drive, your unwavering commitment to your path. This energy creates opportunities, attracts the right people into your life, and opens doors that would otherwise remain closed. Your vision becomes a beacon, a guiding light for both you and those around you. And as you grow into your vision, you inspire others to step into their own, creating a ripple effect of positive change. The process of becoming your vision is continuous. It's not a destination. It's a journey that deepens with each passing day. It's about becoming, evolving, and allowing the person you are today to merge with the person you're becoming tomorrow. As you live more fully into your vision, you expand not just your own life, but the lives of those around you, creating a ripple effect of transformation that extends far beyond what you may ever realize. Conclusion: as you stand at the threshold of all you've unlocked within yourself, the journey doesn't end here, it deepens. This is not a destination, but a continual unfolding of your true self, layer by layer. You've glimpsed the vastness of your potential, tasted the power of aligned action, and felt the pulse of your purpose urging you onward. Now, the next step is yours to take. It's not about striving for something outside yourself anymore. It's about becoming ever more attuned to the force that has always been within you, the essence that guides, creates, and shapes. The choices you make today, the thoughts you nurture, and the actions you take will echo through your future. This path doesn't demand perfection, it demands presence. The ability to stay true to who you are in every moment, no matter the challenge. It's not about reaching a place where you've made it. It's about embracing the infinite potential of the person you are becoming, each and every day. The greatest transformation occurs when you fully embody the vision of who you were always meant to be. It's about recognizing that everything you need to fulfill your potential is already within you, just waiting for you to tap into it. The only limits that exist are the ones you allow yourself to believe. You are no longer bound by yesterday's doubts or tomorrow's fears. You are free to step into your own power, to create, to evolve, and to live in alignment with the greatness that already resides within you. The world may change, but your ability to adapt, grow, and rise will always remain yours to command. The only question now is, what will you do with the limitless potential you've awakened? The answer lies within you, and it's waiting for you to choose it.